Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Cloud and Data with Kaushik. This is the second part of that load balancer demo, classic load balancer demo. I had some issues in that creating the instances, means instance was created but index.html file that not configured properly. So that is the reason I have created that session and where I have to discuss this thing. If this kind of issue is happened already in your case, then how you can solve that, right? So without any delay, let's get started. We have to jump onto our EC2 dashboard. So you can see this is my EC2 dashboard. Sorry, this is my EC2 dashboard, and you can see I'll just go to the instances, and probably that instances are running. You can see, right? So now if I have that instance with instance 1a, right? And that time I used go to the instance setting and go to the instance setting and go to your go to your edit user data. Okay, edit user data. So that script is okay. I add the script that is working. But if this script not also face any kind of issues of executing that script, so manually also you can do that. Okay. So this is one trick that I have used, so that I want to share with all of you. So no need to change the script here. Okay, so just return your EC2 dashboard console. Okay, so this is the console, and here I have already connected with that. You just connect, and here I have already connected with that. You just go to the connect, and you can connect through that browser as of now for understanding that demo. And you have that connect option, right? You just go to connect, and you just go to connect option, and you can see your EC2 instances from the browser itself. You can also logged in. Okay, so you can see establishing connection. It will take some time for authenticate to the browser, but it is not recommended all of time. I'm not recommended this thing. So always try to connect securely through the SSH client. But for this demo purpose, I want to see that. So whatever I have did to resolve that issue, so you can see I have that cd for www.html, and if you write ls, na, so I've changed that directory, and now in that HTML folder, if I write ls list the directory, so I have created this script. So you can create myscript.sh. You can also see that add myscript.sh. So this is the line that I have to add it, and I have given that permission. And once I've given that permission, now you can go over there, and this is your instance 1, right? You just copy that instance, and you can probably see that output of this website. Okay, we have to wait, and you can see that page is coming. Okay, so the IP address also printed inside that HTML page, right? So this is the script, host name minus f, that script is executing. And same thing I'm going to perform in the other instance. Okay, so say the instance also, if you click this instance, the web instance WB, and copy the public IP, and just go, and you can run the URL, it works. That means the website is running, but that script I want that can print out that your host name. Otherwise, if I execute the load balancer, that time we cannot understand, right? So that is the reason my script is running, but here I have to execute my own custom HTML. So in order to do that, I have to connect again from the browser itself. But please please note it that from the browser connectivity is not recommended all of the cases, and try to connect securely through the SSH client through that your connectivity, right? So just for the demo purpose, I am just going to connect EC2 instance connect through that connects button, right? You can see there are four options. You can either connect through the session manager, you can either connect through the SSH client or EC2 serial console. And here first option that I can say EC2 instance connect. So go to connect, click the connect, and you can see that now my second instance, okay, that public IP is changed already here, right? You can see public IP and the private IP. The public IP is different from that web instance 1B. And here, the same way, I'm just going to execute the script. So you can write PWD, that means present working directory. So you are in that home EC2 user. This is all the Linux command. And now I have to change the directory and I have execute the script. So I have to know that how we can see the status of my HTTP server is running. So for that, you can write systemctl status HTTP, okay? And you can see active running, okay? This kind of message you can get active running. I just increase the font size so you can also understand the font. You can also see it properly. Active running instance, right? The instance is running. Okay. And here I have to change the directory because HTML files has been saved inside CD var www www/html. Okay, here you can see no HTML file is there. So you can do one thing, you can create one HTML file, but before that you can create the script. So you can write sudo nano and my script dot sh. So this is a shell script. First you have to create, and sudo, that means the admin power that has been given. Okay. Either you can write sudo nano or you have to provide the admin access. So you can write sudo, that means all of the privileges for that user you can give it. Okay. So this EC2 user, right? It can same equally perform that admin task. So that is the reason I add sudo and nano for that. This is the Linux command for creating a new file, and you have this file name and this is the extension, right? So please create enter, and you can see one that is the editor that has been opened, and I have the script handy in my case. Just go and just copy this line. So make sure your script should be in the bin bash, that means interactive mode, okay? Otherwise, this echo command will not be performed. So please copy both, all of the things, okay? Just copy it and you have to paste over here, okay? So my script is there already. I have pasted this script bin bash echo, and here the host name -f. This host name will be printed inside the index.html file. Control X, and you have to paste Y, and you have to just exit from that script. And how we can see that my script, whatever I have written, that has been saved or not? In order to do that, you just write here my script dot sh, okay? So you can see this script is written here. That means my script is there. And for that one, my script.sh I have created. I have to given that admin access, right? So for that, you have to write this command sudo chmod +x and my script. Okay. So copy this line, copy this command, and just paste over it. Paste it and just change your my script. That has been my script, has the slash has to be removed, and this is your my script. Just execute. Your my script is executed, and then you have to run. So in order to run that, you have to run sudo my script sh. Just copy this one and you have to probably paste this line myscript.sh and you just add. And we can see that one myscript AWS host name bad substitution. Yes. So for that, we can create in the ls. We have this script and you can so I got this issue, right? Bad substitution. So let me change the script once. So just write sudo nano myscript.sh and here I have to paste this line. I probably HTML that has to be changed. Okay. Oh, and echo, you have to change that line. Okay. You have to change this line. Okay, I have to change this line. Just copy both of this interactive mode. Okay. Like here I have also done, just copy this line, copy this line, copy it. Next, you have to copy here also. Yeah, I think I have done. Let's execute the shell sudo dot myscript dot sh. Yes, now your script is executed. You can see sudo myscript sh and just paste and write ls and you can see your index.html file is created. Now with that public IP, just copy the public IP, we can able to see that website also be up and running. Yes, we can see US ways to these two servers, okay? These two different IPs, you can see 1072 2.242 is to that is your host name is there. Now we have to return back to our EC2 dashboard. You can see that dashboard is loading and we can see two web pages, right? Two different web pages with that public IPs. So to wait for that, I can see that web pages will be there. Just wait some time. I think some internet issues might be there or not. But yeah, you have to wait and have to see that instances is showing. Now we are returned back to our dashboard and we can probably see that two different HTML pages for first that is web instance 1A. So we can do one thing, we just copy the public IP and just go to that new tab and just showing that this is one my instance is running and that server IP is showing, right? Second task is that second instance also have to copy the public IP and go to the new tab and you can paste it and you can see two different IPs and present. So that I have done that because after that our EC2 instances is running, right? And after the EC2 instances, now we have to create one load balancer over there. Two instances are running. One A and one B, two instances are running. Okay, and you can see two different that is your agent is two different ability zones. It can be accessible. So first one is in the US OS 2A, second one is US OS 2B. Now, next step, we have to move towards the load balancer. Okay, you can see in the left navigation tab, load balancing, one option you can get, right? And click on the load balancer. Just click on the load balancer there, right? And you can see one load balancer dashboard is showing, right? So there is no load balancer as of now, means only I think others one load balancer was created earlier, but now I have to create one new load balancer. So this is the option, create load balancer. Okay, just click on create load balancer, and you may get this kind of options. First, application load balancer, network load balancer, gateway load balancer, and also you can see in the drop down classic load balancer. Okay, so this is the demo that I am going to provide. So classic load balancer. So here you have to choose a classic load balancer. Just click that create on classic load balancer, and here you have to provide that load balancer name. So just write CLB1 or any name that you can choose as per your choice, or any name that must meet that requirement that a maximum of 32 alphanumeric characters including hyphens are allowed. But the name must not begin or end with the hyphen. So you have to specify this criteria, and with you can create any load balancer. Okay, any name you can provide. Okay, just scroll down over here, and here instead of instead of default VPC, we have to choose our VPC. Okay, you can see two VPCs are showing. So you have to choose the second one, web VPC. This VPC you have to choose. Okay, and just scroll down, and you can see mappings US OS 2A and US OS 2B. And you can see, and the security groups is default, no issues. And this is the security group that I added. Okay, in that VPC, that security group is already applied. So I have that default security groups, and at least one security group you have to add. Now listening HTTP 82. This is there I have to make some changes. Okay, so you can see that HTTP 80, that instance is there. And just HTTP is there in the listener and routing, and add just click on advanced health check. Your healthy threshold that I might get, make it 2, right? Healthy threshold I might make it 2. And interval that is response timeout it can be 5 seconds, you can write. Any value you can choose. And interval that can be 30 seconds interval we can write. Okay. 5 to 300 second you can check it, and unhealthy threshold 2. Okay. And just scroll down. And now in the instances is 0, but here I have to add the instances. So add the listeners, click on add instances, this button, right? Add instances. And these two instances you have to choose. You can available instances, choose this one and not this one. I don't require. I require this one and this one. Web instance server, I don't want. Okay. These two instances is running, and that is I have to choose. Okay. And just click on confirm. Okay, you can see two instances are showing. Just scroll down. You can add necessary tags or before. So before going to create anything, so you can check the summary. So this is the internet facing classic load balancer. This is my web VPC, and tags you can also add. You can also add the attributes to instances I have done. So you can get the summary details from here. Okay, and you can see the health checks that might be unhealthy threshold. Healthy is showing 2, interval 30 seconds, timeout 5 seconds. Just as the demo, I just set these settings over there, and we may have to create the load balancer. Just click on create load balancer. At least one subnet you have to specify. So either anyone you have to choose, okay? Or I can choose this one. So one subnet you have to choose. Um, so select at least one AJ and one subnet for each zone. Okay. These two one I have to select. Okay. You have to add both the subnets. Okay. So I have to add these two one. So ability zone, you can see na select at least one AJ and one subnet for each zone. We recommend selecting at least two AJ. So these two AJ are showing. Okay. To this is that availability zone US West 1 and AJ2, AJ1. Okay. This is the zone. This is the subnet, right? This is a subnet, and this is that availability zone 2, availability zone 1, AJ1 and AJ2. These two subnets that you have to choose as per the mapping. Okay. That will be route that the load should be this load balancer will route the traffic eventually. Okay. So as of now, I hope that all the settings I have done, and now we have to create the load balancer. Now we can see the load balancer is creating. Okay. So successfully create your load balancer. So just click on view load balancer. Okay. And you can see CLB1 is created and type is classic. Okay. You just select it, the load balancer name. and your I just go to the details and you may get that URL from that load balancer site, DNS name. Yes, so DNS name is there already. You can see. Now copy this DNS name. Okay. So refresh this one and refresh this page once, and you can get the DNS name. Copy the DNS name, and instead of that public URL, public IP of that two instances, I just trying to access these instances from that load balancer. This is the classical load balancer, and you just hit. Okay, this is the CLV one. Okay, I just see why I've done some mistake on the one. So this is the CLV one. So state is not coming. You have to wait. I have right wrong. I that load balancer. So your state should be active. You have to wait some time, and this is that CLB one. So copy this link and state should be active. You have to wait. Yes, you have to wait for some time. And now you can see we can access the web page that instances from the load balancer. So yes, it takes some time. So this option, these two instances are showing. Wait some time, our other instance also be coming. To check one thing, state should be active. So state should be coming active. Instance listener, go to the listener, you can check one. This listener is there. Instances, right? That instances details. Scroll down. Now you have to check that target instances, right? And this health status should be in service. So I have in the load balancer, you can see that instance ID and instance name, and make sure your health status should be in service. You can see the status is showing in service. Okay, make sure this should be in service, and you have the DNS name. This is my DNS name. I just go here and you can see, you just copy this DNS name over here, and you can go and just paste it, and you can probably see that our load has been distributed among two instances. So first, you can see the IP address will be changed. You can see, right? The IP address will be changed. So first 242 and then 211. So that is the reason I have created two different instances and I have added this script. So where you can show the host name, right? And you can see whenever every hit, whenever I make the refresh, right? Every time the IP should be changed. So that is the entire intention of that session. I hope you can understand how we have to create that two instances, how we have to configure our index HTML file, and how we can create that load balancer. And in that case, that is classic load balancer. And make sure your target instance that should be in service. The status should be in service, and instead of copy different URL from the public IP of the instances, you have to copy the DNS name. So this is the DNS name of that load balancer. You can see in the DNS name, and from the DNS name, the load is eventually distributed over there in that instances, right? So I have done this demo for the load balancer, classic load balancer. And if you have any problem, if you have any face this kind of problem, that when you add the user data, that time you are unable to load the script, okay? And that time you can create your own script that I have used myscript.sh, and here after that you can configure your HTML. I hope you can learn something new of that two sessions, and I'm very sorry for first session I had some technical glitch from my side, and some issues was there, so my script was not loaded, and that's the reason I have made two videos. And thank you everyone for joining the session, and I hope you can learn something new. If you have any challenges, if you face any challenges, if you have any issue, so please let me know, and please do not forget to subscribe my channel. It's essential to all of you, and please like, share and subscribe this channel, and you can know that in this way we can learn and grow together. And the content creation, it takes lot many efforts, right? So I can get more confidence from your side. So please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you everyone for joining the session. If you have any doubt, so please let me know in the comment box. I'll definitely add, and wish you a happy new year, all of you. Thank you everyone. Bye.